music in the beginning and have everybody listening to music and stuff, and as while we set up and while the stream comes through. But this is Average Mics, and unfortunately, I can't play music here on most of the platforms that we do on Rumble and other platforms. So it's a kind of hit and miss, back and forth platformy thing. You know what I mean? And I got people in Rumble asking when the show is starting, and it's not working on Rumble today for some reason. And we'll go over to Odyssey and see if it's even working on there. And it's not working on there either. And let's see if we could get the oh god, it's asking for a description on everything. And yeah, hopefully people could see me out there. I don't know what's going on this morning, but let's see if it's working on Twitter. And just going through the platforms here real quick, folks. Nobody panic here. We got an action-packed show here. And it's not working on Twitter either. Podcast. It's not working on Twitter either. Okay. Let's see if it's on Facebook. Yeah, none of the streams are properly working this today. I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. Oh, good. It looks like it's working on oh, good. It looks like it's working on Facebook. Facebook is working. So let me open up the Facebook here. Hey. All right. So I got the Facebook open. So let's close all the ones that are not working. Rumble's not working. Yeah, Rumble's working. Okay, Rumble's working too. It's on now. Okay, good. Yeah, it's just when you got all this stuff going on at the same time. Good day, Susie. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Hope everyone's ready for another very special episode of Average Mics. And there you go. Everyone's come jumping on and saying I'm on. So Odyssey's not working and Twitter is not working. And for some reason it's just not working, guys. I don't know why. Okay. Now I'm getting an error from Twitter for tweeting a duplicate. Okay, good for you, Twitter. And let's delete that then. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well out there, man. Just trying to get things together here and make sense of what is going on, or what's going on, and how it's going on. And yeah. Okay, that's not working. All right, so Facebook's okay, Odyssey's not working, Twitter's not working, DLive is always working. Guys, if you want a transmission that actually works, go to DLive. DLive, go find me on DLive. It's the only one that actually works. Twitch works too every time, but after I reach 4 or 5 followers, they just terminate my channel. All right, guys. So what is going on out there? Good, we got people starting to pour in. It says, Mike, it looks like you gave us 2 links for the live show. No, I don't think so. I just, no, I didn't give no links for the live. Oh, snow on Terrible, says Susie. Montreal got its first snow today. Well, it's still nice and sunny out here. I'm going to go outside after this and just go for a nice walk is what I'm going to do here. Go for a nice walk, enjoy the rest of the fall, and enjoy the rest of the day. Mike, you called the housing bubble. Check out the latest numbers from Toronto and San Fran. Down big. Yep. We actually made a video a week ago about that, calling and discussing what's happening in the markets. And somebody's asking what's going on in that basement. It's just an average mic background, folks. This is an average mic background, okay? Nobody panic, right? Like, we could switch it up here to, like, different backgrounds, but this average mic background, okay? This is an average show with an average coffee, with an average guy. With your average whatever. All right, good. Everyone's wow. Facebook. I got people on Facebook watching. Woo! Yeah, I've been banned on like shadow banned on Facebook for like 10 years, and then as of August of 2023, they unlocked my Facebook page. I don't know why, but there was some sort of thing happening with censorship. If you guys remember what's happening in Canada with the incredible amounts of censorship and bills they're trying to pass, because every government wants the last 3 years to disappear. These last 3 years, they want these last 3 years gone. They want to do whatever they can. They will go to a hot war and kill half of us if they have to, so they don't have to take accountability of the last 3 years. And they're going to keep pushing for the last 3 years. And we're not going to have an election in America, and I keep predicting this. We're not going to have an election in America in 2024. They will never allow an election in America in 2024. And September, October, November, you guys are going to see big changes happening in America. And I think there's going to be an incredible amount of civil unrest in the United States. And I think it's going to get a lot worse than you guys could ever imagine. And anyways, let's see who's here, who is discussing, who is talking, who is in the chat. And it's good to hear from you guys. So we got let's see if we can get this thing working on Twitter here. And hopefully we get this damn thing working on Twitter. Yeah, broadcast has ended. Something violation. Whoop, I got a violation on Twitter now. I don't know, man. I guess when you're who's your god? Certainly not government. Government. That's the code for government. If you want to learn, I'm going to teach you guys a little bit of sign language here on Average Mics, okay? Government in sign language is this. That means government. And then all hail government. That's the all hail the government. So the finger has to come up subtly. It's got to be almost like a royal finger, right? The finger needs to come up subtly. Like you go. Not too fast. That was too fast. The finger was too fast. That's the all hail government right there. And we got somebody calling for the soundboard there. We're not going to hurt you. And
we're not gonna hurt you. We know that you're in there and that you're all alone. Merry Christmas.
Yes. All right. The soundboard is up. And
Ricky Smash.
And yeah, hope everybody... Okay, let's stop the hoping in everybody. Let's open up a few links here. Let's get into some deep discussion here with you guys on Average Mic, your average discussion, your average show, your average... Where the heck is my page? Okay, guys, if you can, don't forget to check out our last... don't forget to support us here on Rumble. We are on Rumble. And our last Mike in the Night episode... No, Mike in the Night episode 530. Ghost to Ghost Halloween Collins. And if you guys want to check it out, please go ahead and follow us on... This is the channel, what it looks like. People have been having a lot of trouble finding us on anywhere. It's been almost impossible to find us. This is what the last Mike of the Night looks like. And then somebody was commenting with me the other day commenting, why am I wearing an American hat? Well, I'm wearing an American baseball hat. I'm wearing an American cowboy hat. I don't know. What do you want from me, man? So it's in the comments here. Actually, here, let me see if I can find it down here. It's a reply. Okay, let's see what we got here. No, it's not here anymore. Ah, Merritt BC, been there often. Why does he have an American hat? I don't know. There's a huge reply on this with phone numbers and stuff. Somebody put a reply with phone numbers and stuff to. Woo! Woo! Oh yeah. And if you want to buy me a coffee, go ahead to the links below in the thing if you want to buy me a coffee. Thanks for the coffee here. Enjoying some coffee here with you guys on Average Mics, your average talk show, your average discussion. And glutathione, I've been on it for a while now. I've been on it, I don't know how many. I have to keep track of my empty bottles. So, been on it. I'm approaching my 3rd empty bottle. And if you guys want, there's a link in the description for it if you guys want to check it out. Now, here's the YouTube. Here's some little bit of stuff here for you guys. I'll just open this stuff up here. So, in nature, poisonous creatures will often develop bright colors to warn others of their toxicity. There it is right there, folks. There's your poison creatures there. And, get the soundboard here to make me look funnier than I am, but I'm not funny. And then let's keep going here. So YouTube removed from a video from 2017 down for medical misinformation and policy, and then it goes into telling, and then there's the video right there. Mike in the Night, our freedom of speech is under attack. U.S. officials check Canadian credit score, and the time occurred at that time. And I think when you go in that time, we were discussing how they're going to force us into stuff. But this was from 2017. And anything so YouTube does not allow content that possesses a serious risk of egregious harm by spreading medical misinformation about currently administered. I'm not going to say that on here because it's going to get. And then on Rumble, so people were typing in and sending me Mike in the Night, and they just can't find us on Rumble. No channels found. Please try different keywords. And then you got Mike Smith here, I don't know who that is, from the X22 report, no idea who that is, would come up. So, there it is over there, and then let's keep going. What else is happening here on the channel? Just previously on Mike in the Night. And, original assault rifle, there it is right there. If you're in the United States, you know what I'm talking about. In 1774, banned from import. 1775, British attempt confiscation of guns. In 1776, we have a revolution. Right? And I keep telling you guys, the answer to 1984 is 1776. The answer to 1984 is 1776. So I'm going to move over to the Rumble chat, guys. There's more people on the Rumble chat. Yeah, it's just an average chat. I got more people watching me on Rumble than I do on YouTube. So, guys, I'm over at the Rumble chat mostly now today. Sorry, hello. I'm here. And, yeah. And with Rumble, too, I want to let you guys know I've gained about 120 followers in 1 year on Rumble. So, Rumble's moving slow. Everything just moves really slow now if you want to gain traction. This is a post I put up here the other day. I like to put my fat face there. I don't fear global warming. I fear global government. And look at the comments on here, folks. Great comment. We need this on billboards nationwide. And yeah, so a lot of support from a lot of the longtime followers on the. And I'm wearing an American hat, guys. Nobody freak out because I'm wearing an American hat. Mike's on American hat. Mike's on American hat. So, and let's keep going here. What else? So, I'm getting a lot of people talking about the whole housing in Toronto, housing in Canada is falling. Housing. Okay, all the parasites fear ivermectin. There's all the parasites that fear. Look at Trudeau there with that face like Trudeau's got that face like, well, I wasn't snorting anything. I'm not snorting anything. It's like that whole Beetlejuice meme. What are you doing? Oh, me? What are you doing? Just hanging around. It's like this picture here of JT, Justin Trudeau. It's like basically walking in on him. He's got powder on his nose. Like, hey, what are you doing? Huh? Me? What are you doing? Just snorting around. So there it is right there. And good new motion picture coming out. Dude, where's my laptop? And dedicated to the people that threatened me when I covered this topic 3 years ago, accused me of being a Russian plant. And we were covering the laptop. We were even playing clips with Hunter Biden smoking crack and stuff like that. And obviously this was on Odyssey because we were banned from playing any of those clips. And modern day slavery is paying taxes on money you made, taxes when you buy something, taxes on property you own, paying taxes on saved money, inheritance tax. I couldn't fit all the tax stuff in there, guys, so nobody panic. I just couldn't fit the other 200 things we paid, or 2,000 things we paid tax on. So unfortunately, we couldn't. And when you realize you're being played, then maybe you could win. And you can't make this crap up. You can't make this up. And I don't even know what the hell this guy is doing on TV anyhow. And Dr. Anthony Fauci to be awarded 2024 Inamari Ethics Prize by Inamari International Center for Ethics and Excellence. So there's the article right there if you guys want to check it out. So this is from October 5th, 2023. And these, I don't even know Inamori? Is that even right? Am I even pronouncing that right? And these guys are pathetic. They create these groups, and these groups give each other pathetic awards. Hey, Mr. Pathetic, here's your pathetic award for being so pathetic. So, the Pathetic Award show. And, so, there it is right there, folks. So, I'm getting a lot of people about the whole housing problem that they're facing and what's happening with, yeah, Mike, it's the Boston hat. It's home of the first revolution. That's right, in the state of Massachusetts. Right? And I got quite a few people that watch Mike in the Night from Attleboro and from Seekonk and from Fall River, Massachusetts. Right? Okay, guys, so let's get into a bit of, I just have a little bit of censorship here for you guys. So, YouTube temporarily suspends the LAPD. YouTube, oh, more medical misinformation over here with the LAPD. And YouTube, the video sharing titan, has decided to suspend the Los Angeles Police Department's channel. The suspension was triggered by LAPD's decision to share footage of an assault aimed at garnering the community's assistance in identifying the involved suspects. The LAPD stated, "We have appealed the suspension and have been denied." A statement shared in their post on X. So they will be censoring anyone and everybody that doesn't appeal to, yeah. Oh, we got somebody here from Cape Cod. Thank you. Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Thank you. And, yeah, guys, so some people are saying that the YouTube stream is kind of all over the place, buffering. Sorry about that, guys. Here, I'll give you guys the one on Rumble if you guys want to come on here. Twitter's not working. Odyssey's not. There's quite a few that are not working. So today, so there's the Rumble one if you want to come on there. And so, Mike, there is a YouTube video where the founders of the WEF's son, and he is calling for the arrests of all WHO, WF, Pfizer, and big tech, and his mom is getting hurt from the stuff. So, yeah, guys, in the Facebook, there's my Rumble there if you guys want to catch Mike in the Night there on Saturday nights. All right, at least 34 people shot during weekend in Mayor Brandon Johnson's Chicago. Remember this guy? Remember this piece of crap? Well, he's worse than Beetlejuice. And we've got Chicago boy come on, Mike in the Night, and we should get him back on as soon as possible to update us what is happening in Chicago, Illinois, and the suburbs. So he could give us an update on that. And, you know, when they take your guns and you can't defend yourself and you got migrants coming in, your governments tell you,
"We're not gonna hurt you."
And then the migrants knock on your door and say,
"We know that you're in there and that you're all alone."
Yeah. So they know that the police have been defunded. And then what did they do around? Where did they go around?
Merry Christmas.
Wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. All right. So 34 people shot during weekend in Mayor Brandon Johnson's Chicago. At least 34 people were shot. Three of them fatally during the weekend in Mayor Breitbart News reported 15 people were shot during one incident alone. Sunday morning around 1 a.m., the shooting occurred after a fight broke out at a Halloween celebration, and a man who was denied entry went to his car, retrieved a gun, and opened fire. So he wasn't allowed at the party. So what did he do? He went in and he went to his car, got a weapon, and then started opening fire.
Mr. McAllister? Sonny!
Yeah, usually when I'm not welcome at a party, I just leave, and that's it. And Canada, let's spare a thought for those living in Canada. Canada just saw the fewest business openings since March 2022. Of course! When they're taxing you to death, what do you think is going to happen? Oh, we're getting taxed to death. Let's go open a business. You're not going to open no business. That's why everything's going to become federalized. I keep telling you guys, everything is going to become federalized. That's why Canada just saw the fewest business openings since March 2020. Of course. Who the hell could afford to open a business in Canada? Canada is so broken right now with the taxation on top of taxation, and then taxing on just hiding the taxes in your bills, so you can't even expense certain taxes anymore if you're a small company. I can attest to that. I can tell you that that's happening. They're making it impossible for us to stay in business, and if you claim a loss on your business and get a tax refund to help you out, then they audit your ass here. They audit your ass if you get a $40 refund on your taxes. So that's what's been happening here. So Canada just saw the fewest business openings since March 2020. Canada's population might be booming. Canada's population booming, but fewer entrepreneurs are seeing opportunities, as stats can. Data shows sharp reduction in the number of businesses opening in July. The unusually large decline saw new businesses from at the slowest pace. Now, remember we were covering on this channel property tax, and we were in depth with property taxes here on this channel, how people were this is going back to 2014 live streams we were doing, and the property tax was just out of control, right? If you guys know what I'm talking about. So apparently we have 2 live streams rolling here. I don't know why, but we got 2 live streams rolling here on YouTube on the same channel. Holy crap! I don't know what the hell's going on here, but property tax. Okay, let's see what we're going on here. See what we got here. Yeah, it was the shutdowns. Yeah, you're not going to believe this. Here, I'm going to have to show you. We have to archive this information, guys. So after I die, a lot of this information. Property tax shutdown from 4 years, 11 months ago. Property tax shutdown, okay? Now, this is what happens when you open a small business in Canada. Watch this. Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. It is I. So, look at that headline. Rising property taxes leads to closure. And let's see if I could find the actual article itself. So it's a small little complex. I've seen it. It's tiny. Dulac says the release on the property taxes at 2091 Broadway increased 12% from $209,000 from $187,000 a year. From 2017 to 2018, the store was facing 8% or $16,000 increase for 2019, a total bill of $225,000 for property tax for a little if you saw it, you'd be like, that's $200,000 for property tax? A government right there. And the government finger. There you go. So the property tax, and it's in that area that's in, it's full of bums. It's absolutely full of bums in that area, and shopping carts and everything. And you wonder, oh, look at all these people with shopping carts, and look at this. Look what the government needs to help these people. No, government needs to get lost and start abandoning their projects or whatever they're doing, because what they're doing is they are destroying, absolutely destroying. So we do have two live streams going on here, folks. Wonder, oh, look at all these. Yeah, we got two live streams happening here, folks. This is really weird, folks. Wow, that's weird. So, I don't know what the hell's going on here, so I wanted to share that with you guys. There, and, hey, Mike, respect from Scotland, says David Gregg. Thank you. And my grandma would say regarding the trolls, just tune them out. Wow, I got two live streams on the same channel going on. Woo! All right, so there it is. In 2018. So, in some American cities, you would look at a small building. I'll show you what the building looks like, the size. It's not an enormous building. It is not. It is, see if we get another angle of the building. It's just, I think it's like 5,000 square feet. It's very narrow. Look here and here. It's not a big building. So it's not a high-rise or anything. It's just a one-story building. So they were paying $209,000 for property tax. Not sales tax, not stuff they sold, $209,000 from 187 between 2017 and 2019. The store was facing another 8% or $16,000 increase for 2019. The total bill was $225,000. So that's why Vancouver's full of, a lot of these big cities are full of bums. It's because they're taxing the businesses to death. Now, the people that should be working at those businesses making an income can't, because the businesses need to close because they can't afford to keep up with the taxes. All right, so we got multiple streams happening here. All right, how's everybody doing out there? And I hope everyone's understanding what I'm trying to say here or what I'm trying to get through. And it looks like the Rumble's frozen, guys. Oh, no. No, Rumble's working. Okay. Well, I got 40 people watching on Rumble. Yeah. All right. And Biden issues government's first ever artificial intelligence executive order to support workers to combat discrimination. Oh, man. These guys are going to keep destroying the country. They're going to get to a point where they just won't have elections in 2024. Like we've been predicting forever here. And they're going to push. They're going to push hard for this. And they're going to push hard for this. All right. Early Monday morning, the White House announced President Biden unveiled a wide-ranging executive order on artificial intelligence, the first of its kind. This comes after tech billionaires such as Elon Musk have called for a regulatory structure for AI due to risks to civilization. The order is broad and aims to establish new standards for AI safety and security to protect Americans' privacy, advance equity and civil rights, stand up for consumers and workers, promote innovation and competition, and position the U.S. to lead the global AI race. On Sunday, the White House official who asked not to be named told NBC News that AI has so many factors that effective regulations must be broad. So if they want to get the regulations to work properly, they got to be as thin and broad and vague as possible. So when they take you to court, they could go and take you to court and bring up crap and say, well, it doesn't say that. Well, yes, it does. Because if you read this, this may mean this. And this may mean that. And this means all of that. So that's what they do. And they basically pass these laws and rules so that it is vaguely... Sorry, guys, I don't know why I'm so basically, they vaguely write the rules out, so it's going to be the AI regulatory structure, okay? AI regulatory structure is going to be very vague. The laws and rules And Elon Musk is calling for a regulatory structure for AI due to risks to civilization. So there it is. Risks to civilization. Not understanding, but I understand why, because then when they create this vague, broad regulatory rules, it's basically, again, if they take you to court, you're going to have this problem where they say, well, this may mean this, and this may mean that, and this, no, that doesn't mean that. Let me tell you what that means. It's almost like they're puffing smoke and dropping sand on top of a paper and then moving things around and spitting on it and putting a few crushed leaves and saying, this is what this means in AI, and this is what the law means. This is what, I don't know what that means. Well, that means that you broke the law and you're going to jail. Well, no, the rules are very clear. No. This is the vague rules. This is the oracle text. This is what you must believe in, right? And then that's why they make these vague, broad, vague, security laws or laws that they put into place. So I hope you guys understand that one. All right, so we got couple of views here going on. Millions more on the way. Nowhere to put them. So Toddy's saying, hello, Mike, 2 a.m. in Japan. What are you doing up, man? Go to sleep. 2 in the morning? Go to sleep, guys. Go to sleep, folks. So we got 2 streams going on here live. It's so bizarre, weird. I think YouTube is going through some changes because as of November 1st, they're going to start cracking down in Canada with this new bill. And they're going to. So we got Liz saying the world is a mess. Oh, you better believe the world is a mess. You better believe this world, I don't even know where to take it from here, man, for real. I'm lucky I'm not in charge of this mess. I am absolutely lucky I'm not in charge of this mess, and I'm absolutely lucky that I had nothing to do with this mess. And I'm absolutely grateful, and I sleep like a baby at night knowing that I did the right thing. I preached the right, I preached the right things. I feel that I was right, not right, but I feel that I was honest and right and transparent, especially over the last 3 years and what my thoughts were on certain things. If you guys really want to go back and see what we were really talking about before all the Rumble heroes and Twitter stars, go back 3 years ago on our Odyssey channel and start watching from episode, let's say 370, 380 on Mike in the Night, 390. Go back to those episodes where we were begging people not to take it. I even offered money to people not to take it. I offered people money, like a lot of money, not a lot of money, but what I could afford to pay. But it's just a dead end, All right. Let's keep going here. Candy inflation, double digit. Yeah. So what we were saying about on the channel here about double digit. Let's see if anything comes up, because we used the word double digit a lot here on the channel. I know I've been referencing double digit inflation, right? Let's see what comes up when we type in double digit. Oh, look at this. I just found ourselves a nice gem right here. Look at that gem. Double-digit inflation on the way. Rates stay the same. Brace yourselves. Buy and stock food. 6 years ago. Pow and the Kisser. Notice how they don't mention housing prices. This is by design to wipe out the Canadian middle class. They need to raise rates to hedge against inflation. See, if they actually raised rates 6 years ago, when I made this video, we would already be in a full-blown correction today. We wouldn't be in this. Double-digit inflation on the way. Rates stay the same. Brace yourselves. Buy and stock food. Wow. America will turn into California. Housing, food, double-digit inflation. 2 years, 10 months ago, we were warning you guys about this. This is just an explanation of what Amerifornia means. We actually go back further discussing Amerifornia. Double-digit inflation ahead. Who do we blame? So again, and that's in America, Amerifornia. Biden inflation. Double-digit Toronto runaway housing prices by 2021. Average Canadians will be out of the market 6 years ago. Wow. Another major lie. Hiding inflation. Standard of living versus cost of living. It's an illusion 6 years ago. Depression versus recession. Choose a scenario that fits your current economic landscape. Wow. That's just if you type in double digit. Wow. Crashing Canadian dollar equals more foreign investment. So as Canadian dollar starts to crash, they depend on Chinese money laundering to keep the economy going. 6 years ago, Canada wants more Chinese, 500,000 per year to help our ailing housing market. CCP takeover. The Liberal government is trying to make it easier for Chinese tourists and students and temporary workers to get visas to come to Canada. Yeah. And I've been warning Americans, and I've been saying, Americans, hello, your national security threat is not Iraq, it's not Iran, it's not Hamas, it's not Kuwait, it's not somewhere in Europe, it's Canada. And I've been saying, America, your security threat is Canada, not overseas. And so just reading some comments here, guys, as we progress here on Mike in the Night. And sometimes I don't sleep at night because I think the U.S. government will kick in the door and haul me out to a re-education camp, says James Farmer. I don't think that's going to happen. James, if that happens, it's all-out civil war. David is saying Matthew Perry reaped his belief in the jacuzzi. Mike, you're one of the few that warned us against the arm candy, that warned about interest rates. You're one of the brave truth tellers, says 1000 Silver. Yeah, you know why I was on ahead of the curve warning you guys about the arm candy? It was that video I made in 2020. No, 2019. Well, actually, we made this video I referenced this quite a few times about the 1918 influenza. How more people died of the cure than actually died of the Spanish influenza. That was very, very it's very. So, Huron Musa is getting the popcorn ready to go. Yeah. Who else is out there, folks? Come on, we got 20 people watching this. And, okay, who else is here? Silent Walk, America Sleeping 2. Setting you backdrop, Mike. What's wrong with this backdrop? This is nice. This is average Mike. Your average talk, average reading, average education, your average guy. So, I used critical thinking, I used critical thinking, not taking it. Hey, Mike, hey, also Silent Walk. Can food price, beans and nuts, walnuts, sunflower seeds, 55-gallon drums of water, have as many as you could prepare? Yeah, guys, prepare food and water, folks. Prepare food and water, guys. Prepare food and water. Okay, let's go. Oh, remember this piece of crap? Hey, look, this piece of crap. Remember him?
We're not gonna hurt you.
Macron pledges to enshrine freedom of abortion in French Constitution. Let's just say that one more time. Remember this piece of crap here? Macron pledges to enshrine freedom of abortion in French Constitution. Emmanuel Macron, again, that's illegally selected in France that nobody voted for because nobody likes them. Just like Lula in Brazil, just like all the different, just like Joe Biden. Nobody voted for these people, but they're still Netanyahu. Nobody voted for him too. They were protesting 39 weeks. The Israelis were protesting Netanyahu to get him out. So here it is. Emmanuel Macron has vowed to alter the French constitution to enshrine in it in the freedom of abortion by next year. Now, if I was him, like if I was a real true statesman, a real true president for the people, I would actually go into the constitution and make it illegal for foreigners to buy French land or to buy territory in France. That's what I would do if I was a leader. I would actually instill in the constitution that it be illegal for foreigners to own territory, period. Problem solved. Everyone gets deported. Everything gets taken care of. And everything gets sorted, right? Mexican constitution doesn't allow foreigners to own land there. I tried to buy a house in Mexico in 2 different states, 2 different occasions, and 2 different times. And both times they told me I couldn't buy anything because I'm a foreigner. You could lease the land, but you don't own it, right? You don't own anything. You can't leave it in. You could will it out to your kids, but then there's a lot of government bureaucracy that gets in the way there. So that's what I would do if I was. I wouldn't go freedom of abortion. No, I would actually increase French women to have more kids and promote bigger families and more family values. And then I would promote, and then I would in the constitution make it illegal for foreigners to own land. Problem solved, right? And I could bring up a real quick article for you guys here that may, so you guys could understand where I'm coming here. Give me a sec here, folks, because I think I need to bring this up because this is very important, and we brought this up on the channel. So this was already brought up on the channel already. So vacant homes are a global epidemic, and Paris is fighting it with a 60% tax. Runaway real estate speculation has been filing global capitals with vacant homes. And so France raised their tripling it to 60%. Paris empty home problem. And, they took, the graphs are taken down. Damn. So basically in France, 107,000 empty homes, strangely normal around the world. New York City has a whopping 318,000 vacant homes in 2015. We were covering that too. It's a hot topic in Sydney, Australia, where 118,000 vacant homes were counted in 2013. London, everywhere. So basically, this is why you need to make your territory in your country unobtainable for foreign investors, because foreign investors are not coming to invest in your country. They're coming to bleed it dry, right? Yes, America should stop selling land, our land to foreign entities. Exactly. They shouldn't. They should not allow money launderers to come in. And we discussed this about the American takeover, right? The Great American Takeover. And let's see if we type in USA. What do we got here for USA on the channel? Let's see what we got. USA. And we got lots of American stuff here. Global serious housing affordability issues in the United States. And we were breaking this down step by step. U.S. housing update 4 years ago. U.S. housing red flag. There won't be a 2024 presidential election. Trends in the housing market, United States. Wow. We've been... China to take over the U.S. petrodollar. There's me and Cobra Commander. China to take over U.S. petrodollar. China's getting ready. Are you ready? And... yeah, Canadians fleeing to the U.S. Housing too expensive in Canada. That was 6 years ago. And... U.S. freight recession. The U.S. want to federalize all shipping and logistics and fine us to death. Chinese buying up USA. Amerifornia is real as middle class can't keep up with money laundering. U.S. households debt soar most most since crisis 3 years ago. China warns of armed conflict possible with the United States. Wow, so much cool stuff. So many years. Yeah, just... Wow. Yeah, so much, man. Yeah, guys, you're tuned into Average Mics, your average discussion with your average... Okay, so let's keep going here. And watch, Texas teen admits punching neighbors for likes on social media. And yeah, he admits it, and it's forming an opinion. What are you going to do? It's forming an opinion, right? They would see the situation. They would assess, okay, he's got no money for fines. What are we going to incarcerate the guy for? And just whatever, just let it go, right? But if it's somebody like Donald Trump or somebody, well, forget that. Let's go to a medium level, hardworking citizen that pays his bills, that's putting food on the table for his family. They'll make an example of that guy. They'll make a big example of him and incarcerate him and put him in jail and throw him under the bus. If it's somebody that could pay the fines, right? So when it's someone that can't pay the fines, they basically just let it go as forming an opinion. And that's out of Merritt, BC too. Where in Merritt, I've had a guy harass me here, still harassing me to this day. And police said it's forming an opinion, right? All right, Netanyahu ignored warnings from security services. So there it is. The officials themselves also misjudged the threat for Hamas, focusing instead of on Iran, Hezbollah, the outlet reported. Now, we were telling you guys this already, that U.S. intelligence warned of the potential violence days before the Hamas attack. And then if you go here, there it is, 2 days before the attack. This is 2 days before the attack. We were in our 39th week, 39 weeks, right here, 39th consecutive week we were reporting this. We've been reporting it since week 1 on Mike in the Night, 39 or 40 or 41 weeks now ago. Basically, the protests against Netanyahu, the prime minister. So people were protesting no confidence in government. So let me play this little clip here for you guys, because I think it's kind of important. So 2 days before the attack. So let's play 2 days before the attack. So we're 39 weeks into this protest of Netanyahu, the prime minister, who basically selected himself into office, and it just doesn't stop. And it's going on and on and on and on. And it's a non-stop protest now, 39 weeks straight. There's the signage up there, Prime Minister. And he was supposed to be put in jail, folks. There was a plane that there was an eyewitness that was going to testify against him, who mysteriously died in a plane crash about a year ago. An eyewitness that was supposed to testify against Netanyahu, who mysteriously died in a plane crash and didn't make it. So Netanyahu is back, and nobody wants him. And this is what people were basically protesting back in 2019, and why they had to pull the trigger on the pandemic. Why? It's because the whole world was like this. Panama was like this. Argentina was like this. Chile was like this. Peru was like this. Iran was like this. Haiti was like this. France was like this. Everywhere. China. Hong Kong was like this. What was it? Other countries in Europe. Everywhere. Brussels was protesting no confidence in government. And there it is right there. The people are the ones that are suffering with this conflict. Okay? The administration, the Israeli administration is at fault. The administration in those countries are at fault. Okay? It's the American administration that's at fault. Not the American people. The American administration, the Canadian administration, the Ukrainian administration, the Russian administration, They're all at fault. The people on the ground, the innocent lives, the families, they just want to live their lives. They don't want to be part of any of this Mickey Mouse, whatever they're planning, and play their games behind the scenes and then murder innocent families. There's a lot of innocence involved in this. Sides during the whole Ukraine-Russia thing, because basically why I haven't taken sides. Ukraine versus Russia, I'm on the side of the people, politicians can go to hell. So basically the timing of everything matters, especially when things are launched against innocent people.
In France, protesters put on their yellow vests and demanded better pay and an end to rising prices.
This is 2019, the world was protesting.
In Sudan, the people brought down the 40-year regime of a genocidal dictator. In Haiti, they demanded the president's resignation and the prosecution of corrupt officials. And in Hong Kong, demonstrators started by standing up to the Chinese authorities over an extradition law and expanded their demands to include more democracy.
The older generations have
Remember this piece of crap?
tackling the biggest crisis humanity has ever faced.
Even
This climate change, that's full stop. I'm talking, it's everywhere, it's on front pages, it's what they're feeding us. And the funny part of this one is that a lot of people are actually buying this hook, line, and sinker. But what is the real thing? Like, there's something so big in the works. Either it's a real big hot war that's going to wipe out a percentage of us. Either they're going to pull the trigger on a mass pandemic. Or it's going to be something.
Skip to the main. And you can see the president declaring a state of siege. The president declaring a state of siege where he's, the martial law type things and deploying the troops on the streets. My connection to this is that...
school children have taken to the streets, demanding that adults take better care of the planet. In these countries and on the streets of Iraq, Lebanon, Ecuador, Iran, and elsewhere, citizens are saying enough and demanding a change to business as usual. The UN Secretary General has called on governments to listen to the real problems of their people.
And then...
Holy smokes, the whole city's under turmoil. Oh my God!
And this looks like Argentina in 2001, and I'm telling you, in the past few weeks, no one was talking about a Chilean crisis. I mean, just me.
Holy guys, we're seeing it here right now. This video's from today, and this is... Okay, what's going on, guys? I don't know what's going on. All I see is, I did see a lot of protesting. I did see a lot of resistance. I did see a lot of people obviously don't want to give in to the whole Chinese national whatever and handing over... What is it? They want to hand over political prisoners or stuff? Is that what it is?
Extradition, Mike. You can be arrested in Hong Kong for Chinese laws being broken in China. You don't have to go to China to get arrested in China.
Wars by the administrations, not the people, but the administrations, the brainwashing. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. All right, guys, I just wanted to go refill my coffee here on Average Mics, and we've been going live for a good while now here. And let me know what you guys are doing in the comments there. And I'm going to go ahead and... DeSantis is making headlines too. Here he is right here, folks. DeSantis goes full totalitarian in silencing pro-Palestinian student group at the University of Florida. So, again, everyone's taking their sides. Everyone's shutting down and showing their true colors on. So you're seeing it happen here, folks. And unfortunately, we just don't have a big enough voice. I got a letter I'm going to read for you guys in an independent video from an Israeli who is basically pointing out the fact that I'm the only person on social media that only person on a regular basis that was covering the Netanyahu protests for 39 weeks or 40 weeks straight, as we did through Mike in the Night. We were updating people on the protests where Israelis were protesting against Netanyahu. So I got a really beautifully written email sent to me about that, and how they just can't find anybody. Nobody was really telling it like it is. Nobody was explaining, and that's why the timing in Israel was just perfect, right? And Israel's genocide in Gaza will not last even a single day without U.S. Europe support leaders and leaders' aid. And that's what Press TV is reporting. Ex-Georgian leader wants Russian real estate owners forced out. So they want people that own real estate and that are of Russian descent in Georgia. Not Georgia the states, but in the Georgia in Europe. And they want Russians out. And now they're taking back land that was purchased by Chinese companies, Chinese corporate shells. They're taking that land back in the States too. And Canada will never do that. Canada will never, ever take its land back from Chinese communists, right? Iran warns of new war fronts, expansion of war if U.S. continues to support Israel. So you're hearing it here first, folks. And Canadian news. What do we got for Canadian news? Emergency alert canceled. Canadians in Lebanon should not rely on federal government for evacuations, Global Affairs warns. Yeah, if you're a Canadian citizen and you're out and about in a foreign country, your government will not support you. They will not find you. They won't help you. They don't care. Because you're not in the country paying taxes and enslaving yourself to the taxation system. So why would they want to come and support you, right? So there's Canadian news for you guys. Oh, Mike, why don't you cover Canadian news? You don't cover a lot of Canadians. You're in Canada. So here it is. Pillowcase. I don't know what this is. And Putin calls for meeting after mob storms airport, looking for Israelis on the plane from Tel Aviv. What else? Oh, here we go. We got something. There we go. We got something on Canadian news right here. Is the Chinese government trying to acquire land and companies to spy on Canada? Wow. Why a Canadian news outlet is running this? Wow. Is the Chinese government trying to acquire land and companies to spy on Canada? I had to read that twice because I couldn't believe what I just read. Why are they reporting this in Canada? They're not supposed to be reporting this. So Canada has blocked attempts by Chinese government to acquire properties near sensitive and strategic locations over espionage concerns, according to the head of Canada's leading intelligence agency. Am I in a parallel paradox? We have seen the past acquisitions of land and acquisitions of different companies where when you start to dig a little bit further, you realize that there is another intent. Canadian Security Intelligence Services, CSIS, David, my mom keeps calling me, folks. I don't know. She doesn't stop calling me. You realize that there is another intent. Canadian Security Intelligence Services Director David Vigenazalat is in recent interview with CBS News in 60 Minutes. We have seen a blocked attempt by People's Republic of China to acquire locations near sensitive strategic assets of the country where we knew that the ultimate purpose was for spying operations. Wow. So there it is right there, folks. Why is Canada actually giving a crap about this? This makes absolutely no sense. It doesn't make any sense to do it now. Are they realizing that China's grip in Canada is that big that it actually is destroying Canada, and now they have to do something about it? All right, let's go into our channel and type in Chinese Canada. Like, I don't understand why there'd be a change. Like, if you look here, Chinese police stations appearing across North America, Chinese unloading big assets in Canada, China buying up Canada, impoverishment of Canadian middle class, how long will Canada exist for, Canada needs more Chinese to cure economic war, CCP, launder your money here, the Great Canadian Takeover, China operating more police stations, Canada is now China as money laundering and fentanyl pours into Canadian shores via China, Canada, get ready for more Chinese. Rest in peace, park your money here, middle class, rest in peace. Chinese millionaires using a backdoor into Canada to help fake housing market. Canada wants more Chinese, 500,000 per year. America, the national security threat by the Chinese government is picking Canada apart. So I was saying basically here, America, this is a national security threat. Chinese government is picking Canada apart. Canada by 2025. So I'm not sure what Chinese are laundering money and putting pressure on Canadian middle class affordability. And Canada turning communist. Chinese buyer owns 45.25 billion worth of Vancouver real estate. So why is this happening now? Chinese gangs laundering money and shadow flipping and destroying Canada. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know why they're all of a sudden now going into this, and they have why is this becoming a problem now? Why wasn't it a problem when the middle class was being taken over? The middle class was completely under attack, and I don't understand why nothing was done about it. When it should have been done, something should have been done. The money laundering laws we have in place since 84 or 89, I can't remember when, they should have enacted those laws, and we wouldn't be in this position we are today. It doesn't make any sense what the hell is happening here. So, okay. So there it is right there, folks. All right, guys. My mom keeps blowing my phone up, and it's kind of funny because when I call her, she never picks up her phone. And then I come home, I called you. She goes, "You did?" I don't know. So she never picks up. If there's an emergency and I'm on the side of the road, I just don't even bother because my mom never picks up the phone. Someone in the comments is saying my mom never calls me. My mom never calls me either. I see her almost every day, but she never picks up the phone when I call. So I'll get her back here in a few minutes. And yeah. Anyways, folks, what else we got going on here? Yeah, this kind of average mics is starting to take off. And we are live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube on the same channel. Rumble is running. DLive is running. Twitch is running. And Odyssey is not running. Odyssey is not running, folks. Unfortunately, Odyssey is not running. And is Kick working? No, Kick's not working either. I'm suspended off of Kick. And I'm just trying to see what other platforms here are working. You can catch us, guys, on Mike in the Night if you want to come on the show. That's what the channel looks like if you guys care to follow us on Rumble. We are on, we achieved 180 followers in 1 year on Rumble. 180 followers in 1 year on Rumble. And it's better than YouTube. I think we're going into 6 months with 0 subscribers. So we're going into 6 months with 0 subscribers. And there's the show. That's what that was episode 530 of Mike in the Night. If you guys want to join, you guys go here to the Rumble and then go back to 5. That's 529. 530 is right there. If you guys want to watch 530, it's right there. And here, I'll give you guys. Here, I'll just give you guys a link to. So people on Rumble are watching already, so no need for that. So go over here, guys, if you guys actually want to follow. I'm going to go across all the platforms here and kind of not sure what's happening here. And there it is right there, folks. We've got multiple streams going on here. And Facebook, guys. If you guys, anyone cares to follow on there. Then DLive, I'll put my Rumble on there. But DLive is good. I don't want to contaminate DLive because DLive actually works, right? DLive works every time. It's the only platform that works every single time, right? And well, hopefully someone catches that on there. All right, guys. All right, I'm going to call my mother and see what it is and why she's blowing my phone up. So hopefully everything comes... Okay, guys, I'll see you guys through the week sometime. I'll make some short videos, and I'll see you guys on other platforms or whatnot, and we'll talk. We'll keep things as transparent and honest as possible, and try to view what is happening here and make sense of this crazy world we're living in. Anyways, folks, guys, Average Mike signing off from your average discussion, average whatever you want to call it, an average reading, an average headline.